What's up, what's up? Six Sensei here, and right now I got a pretty good gameplay. Yes, it's on NukeTown. Was using a sniper rifle. I think I got like a triple headshot feed in here, a leftover quad feed, 3-piece kill cam, so stick around, check that out. But, man, first of all, I've been having some trouble. I've been trying to get this commentary done for 2 days now. Problem is that my computer is taking a big fat dump on me here lately, and I never realized how much of a pain in the ass it would be that my computer wouldn't recognize my microphone. And then I restarted it for some reason. It didn't connect to the internet, and it's been a damn nightmare. So I'm probably gonna finish this commentary if it'll finish for me, and I'm gonna reboot, just start from scratch, just start everything over. So I'm gonna spend the next like 5 hours just resetting my entire computer. So that's gonna be a little bit of a nightmare. So anyway, I think here's that leftover quad feed. It's like barely collateral right there, and it barely splits it. So 11 points in the game, got an orbital VSAT. Pretty great start to the game. But I got an awesome story to tell you guys, and then I want to talk a little bit about the Xbox One. Everybody's talking about it, of course, but the story is it happened yesterday. So let me set up the occasion. So it's me and my wife's anniversary, 4 years, and we're setting up to go out to a restaurant. Place is called Copeland's. It's a very, very, very local place, very New Orleans, some seafood, stuff like that. Very awesome restaurant. And so I'm getting ready. She's dropping off the baby at the babysitter, and she happened to have our dog, which we sometimes bring to the mother-in-laws to hang out with the other dogs. And so she goes to drop off the baby. She gets the baby out the truck. The dog is in the truck, keys running. Dog steps on the lock button. Right, so my wife calls me. She's across town, 15 minutes away. Not a huge deal. The truck's running, AC's on, but it's just, look at that. Should have hit that shot. It's just absolutely hilarious that she got locked out the truck by the dog. I just thought that was funny. She'd probably be mad at me for telling y'all, but you know what? It is what it is. And I forgot to mention, I did not have a very good connection this game. Per most Call of Duty standards, I didn't have a good connection. Other thing is, I let an orbital VSAT lapse. I know sometimes you guys get mad at me when I let them lapse, and in this game I did happen to let one of them lapse, and I didn't use one. So I got 3 in this game, and I didn't use one of them, I believe. So anyway, Xbox One news, right? So we see everything about the Xbox. Not everything, right? There's so many questions. Most importantly, so many games questions. So we're going to see some stuff at E3, and that's going to be awesome, but it's safe to say that Xbox is taking their biggest chunk of the bet, and they're betting against, or they're betting on the general population, I guess is the best way to say it. I don't know, missed that shot. I know. Anyway, so they're betting on the general population. They're casting a wide net, and I think that's cool. The problem is, I just think that it doesn't apply to everybody. Like for me, for example, I should have hit that shot. Me, for example, I play my Xbox in my office, right? I got the TV in the other room. I got the PlayStation and Xbox in here. I'm probably going to put my Ouya. Yeah, that's how I said it. I'm probably going to put the Ouya in the living room, right? It's a Netflix box. It does some other things. It's not for me more than anything. I just want to check it out because I could, but it's really for, the kids. They play their little random games and maybe do the Netflix. Maybe I'll check out some old NES games, stuff like that. Be cool, but yeah, lag right there again. That's what I got the Ouya for. Ouya's going in the living room, but the Xbox, man, I don't want to have to buy 2 of these things to appreciate all these things, all these features that they're bringing, and I also don't want to pay for the features I'm not going to use. Let's say I buy 1. I don't watch TV in my office. My office is for computing, my office is for gaming, and my office is for playing drums. Yeah, I got a computer, I got my game systems, and I got the drums in here. I got a Rockstar mini fridge full of beer, and that's all I've got, guys. That's my office in a nutshell. So I'm not watching TV in here. I want to watch TV. I'll go sit on my big-ass couch, watch my bigger TV, and that's what it is for. So that's obviously not what they're building it for. But on the other hand, on the flip side of that coin, PlayStation is building their console for gamers. They are taking a big bet on gamers. They're coming out, they're saying, we got games, baby. We want to take a bet on gamers. It looks like Xbox is really trying to fight up against Apple. They really want to take the Microsoft approach, and which of course that's what they would do, right? They are Microsoft. It's to be expected, but they're taking a very, very Microsoft approach. But the other problem is that I see is that it's very American, right? And I live in the bubble. I try not to think about the bubble that I live in, but I live in a bubble where I'm in America. The Xbox applies to me in every facet in which they said, right? The only thing that they touched on that doesn't just resonate American is the FIFA piece, which is only a very minor piece, and that's EA. That's not even Xbox driven. You know, it will work with your cable boxes probably everywhere, so that's cool. But there's thousands of cable boxes. There's thousands of languages, or there's very many languages. I don't know how many, a couple hundred languages that is this Xbox Connect going to recognize all these languages? It's just so many questions, and they're putting their hands in so many fires, and you got to question whether or not they're going to be able to just be world class at everything that they're doing. And that's kind of what I'm trying to get to, is that I don't see how they're going to do everything that they're trying to get into. Here's a headshot feed. 1, 2, look up top, looking for the third. There it is. So they're trying to do so much. It's hard to believe. And I think Microsoft has the resources. I really think they do. They have the money, they have the resources. I think they can do it. The problem is, I don't know if they're going to be able to. Are they going to put the right people? It's not all about money, guys. Are they going to put the right people in place to get the things taken care of? Are they going to make, I mean, all the menus, everything that they're going through, it's just got to be, it's got to be spot on, man. For them to win in all the areas in which they're trying to compete, which is everything, they got to be spot on. And I question whether or not they're going to be able to bring the level of perfection, I guess you would say, to the table that this world has led us to mildly expect, you know. I just don't know if they're going to be able to do it on all facets that they're diving into. So anyway, that being said, I'm super excited about the Xbox. I am committed to buying at least one. I may be buying more than one. I don't know yet. It just depends on the price, right? That's what I want to know. That's what I want coming out of E3. Two things I want, well, three things really, but one thing kind of ties into one. I want the date, and I want a price. When can I get my hands on it, and how much is it going to cost me? The same goes for Sony. You know, I need the dates. I want the times. That's what I want out of E3. It's less than 20 days away now, and I also want games out of Xbox. Bring me the games. They said they will, and I believe that they will. You know, I believe that that's what's going to happen. But bring me the games. The other thing was, another concern that I wanted to raise is, yes, they both have 8 gigabytes of RAM, and of course, as you may know, Sony's RAM is GDDR5. We'll just call it DDR5 for short. So Sony's RAM is DDR5. And Xbox's RAM is rumored, now they're not confirmed, but it's rumored to be DDR3. They haven't said anything about it, because that would be basically saying that we're not as good as the competitors. So that pretty much tells me that they are going to be running DDR3. It's not quite as fast or snappy or readily available as the DDR5 is, and it's not quite as future-proof, right? That's the bigger key. And then, that being said, having all of these programs, look at this lag, just screws me over on a potential feed, but it don't really matter. How much of this RAM that they're bringing us, right? We're getting 8 gigs on both consoles, regardless of what type of RAM it is. They're bringing us 8 gigs, but how much is Xbox going to reserve to run all of these functions that they're bringing us? I mean, they are bringing us, here's where I let the orbital lapse, I think, which was just a lapse in my opinions, I think, whatever, lapse in my judgment. But how much are they going to reserve for the Xbox to run all these backwards things? You know, you got the Kinect piece. It's always waiting for your voice to tell it something. Then you got there's, you know, the Orbital VSAT lapses. They got there's just 3 operating systems running. The home menu's always readily available. It's ready to pop into the game, into the TV, into everything. And it's just kind of a nightmare to think about how much are they going to take away from the developers and you know, kind of hold on to themselves, you know, of that 8 gigabytes. My guess is it's about 25% of the total RAM. So out of that 8 gigs, they're going to need about 25% to run the voice chat, the Skype availability, to keep all that stuff up and running. Whereas I think Sony with the PlayStation, they're going to give them all 8 gigs, or not all. They're only going to hold back 10%. I think that's my bet. is they're going to give the developers, here's your 3-piece kill cam. They're going to give the developers almost all of that RAM to use for their games. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. I'm out of time. Enjoy the kill cam. Can I get a like for the kill cam, guys? Thank you for joining me. I'm 6 Sensei, and I'm out. Peace.